Yeah. See if it's on here. It's cooperating this time. Let's see. Yep, we're live.
We live.
Many toils and snares we've already overcome.
Listen.
God.
The struggle is real tonight, okay? Technology don't want to be on my side. It just don't want to be right.
All
But it's
right.
to God be the glory anyway.
Amen.
Yeah, amen.
So we're going to go ahead and get started. If you all can, if you can see the live, try to share it. We're going to try to make sure we do what we need to do on here tonight. Get my little camera together. She just don't want to sit up right. I need my hands to talk. Good evening. Good evening. I think I'm getting text messages. People asking, are we on? Yes, we are. We are here.
Yeah.
Oh, Deaconess, you look just like London. Ooh, my goodness.
It's London, Lord.
Oh, Lord. If that ain't London right there in the picture.
Oh, Lord. London mama.
I mean, yes, absolutely. Deacon, I don't know what to tell you.
Listen.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, if she look like a mama, listen.
Don't you start. Don't you
Come on now.
Oh. All right. Come on
right.
with it, Deke. Come on.
Listen. Yes.
What you got to say, Deke? Come on with it.
Listen, that Queen
like
Sugar.
Mama what?
That Queen Sugar, that's gonna be a beautiful woman.
All right. I love it.
Good. All right. Okay.
We cutting up already. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I like. This is what I like to see. This is what we need in our life. Okay.
Yeah. We're a real couple for real.
It's real.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so good evening, everybody. As people are pouring in, I'm gonna go ahead and share this live really quickly. We're gonna dive in. It's supposed to be really good tonight. I'm really excited. Once you come in, drop a comment. Let me know that you're here so we can speak. Hey, Bird. So we can speak to you. We can say hi, guys. I'm so sorry we had a little technical difficulty. I was set up real nice, and then my computer wanted to act like it didn't have the Holy Ghost right when we was going live. So we had to push it back just a few minutes, but that's all right. Because it's been so long, and I missed you guys. I'm so ready to talk. Okay. So, yeah, we're elated to have one of my favorite couples on the line tonight. We have the Cold Clone.
Yes.
We got Deacon and Deaconess.
Hi, everybody.
And when I thought about this topic, you know, Black love and what that looks like, I could not let this pass without asking them to come on.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate it, Mona.
Oh, yeah. It's an honor to have you guys. No, seriously, all jokes aside, I know I like to cut up, but it's an honor. Mona said such a beautiful couple. Glad to see you back up and running, sis. Listen, we're trying in 2024.
She in there.
We're trying to do a little bit more in 2024. That's what we're trying to do.
Yes.
A little bit more. But yeah, so beautiful couple. One that I know loves God, honors God, honor their union, honor each other, respect what they have going on as a family, as a unit. And it shows not only in how they present themselves, but it shows from a pure place from their heart. So I'm honored to have them on tonight. Because like I was sharing with them before we even got on here and started talking, is that we need to see examples of real love, real relationships, real marriages, because this fake stuff got us looking like, what in the world? This don't look like what I thought it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And have us, kind of jacked up.
Absolutely.
So as singles and as people that may be looking to be married, such as myself, wanting a healthy marriage, God, with God at the center, then I definitely need to be gleaning from a couple like this one.
Oh,
Yes. So we're gonna dive in. We already prayed, guys, so we're just gonna go right on in. If y'all have any questions or comments, please drop them in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, happy
It is.
birthday! Adrian is on.
Happy birthday. Bless
Happy
you, Adrian.
birthday. Hey, Miss Davis.
Oh, that's my sister. Hey, Shay Shay.
Uh-huh. So we're gonna dive right on in. Let's start with, let's see. All right, let's talk about how you guys met. What's your story? Who wants to take it off first?
Woo. Hey, we real now.
So
All right.
let's just say,
Please be real. That's what I desire. That's what we need.
we don't have any prep questions. So
No,
okay,
this yeah.
Yeah, prerequisite. I didn't give them everything I
No.
was gonna ask them, guys. So this is straight off the cuff. You know, I kind of like that authentic. That let me get that real. So,
whew.
how did you guys meet?
Deacon, you want me to do?
Yeah, you give your version, then I give.
Okay, so we met in we had some mutual friends, as a matter
Yeah.
of fact. But more than anything, we met in church.
Yeah.
It's no secret, Kelvin is about 8, 9 years older than me.
Nah, younger.
So he was a college football player, went to the same church. So I wasn't looking for, like you say, looking for a man. But I guess I wasn't, I don't think I was even in the place to be in a relationship. We met, we became friends, and what's the other friends you become, huh? The ones with the
With a
other,
little
that,
benefit. That's what we real. Listen, you know, I would love to tell you that, but listen, that's what it.
that's what that's what it was.
Listen,
That's
Deaconess
what
said, what's the other kind of friends?
I know they got names for it, but yeah, but
That one.
came that friend, those friends, and because we were both unavailable any other place,
Yeah.
emotionally available. So yeah, so that's how we met, and man, so it's been a long journey. We
Definitely.
actually celebrate 10 years this year.
In
Yay!
years.
10
Yeah.
years. Wow, that is such a huge accomplishment. To God be the glory.
Yeah, yes. So yeah, we
So,
met in.
Deacon, what's your rendition of that? Do you want to add anything, take anything away? You want to, you know?
Go
Oh yeah,
ahead.
I mean, we definitely met it. Definitely met at church. I think it kind of kicked off more at a Delta Omega ball.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. See, I'm glad you added something. We went to a ball.
Yeah, like you said, we a real couple. I was the little Chris Brown of my time. I was on the dance floor.
Oh, Chris
And then,
Brown.
Yeah, y'all didn't know. See,
See,
listen,
I would have never known that.
oh, but don't you
not
challenge me? I'm telling you, it was
all to
all
dance.
right. So it was
Oh,
it was
oh,
it was
oh.
definitely at the
Did y'all?
Delta Omega ball. What you said, T? See, I missed something. You said something now.
I said you all to be out there dancing. So Chris Brown of that
Oh yeah,
time.
listen. But
Come on with it, Chris Brown.
yeah,
Oh,
but definitely at the
I
Delta
don't
Omega
see.
ball. I think we went. We started hanging out more after the Delta Omega ball, and Tara was a real. She was a real friend. But I don't want to get ahead. But but yeah, it was definitely at the Delta Omega ball. We kind of hung out more, and she was established. Like I was very mature for my age. So at the end of the day, I knew that it probably would be an older woman that I probably would end up with. But she was established and she didn't need me, but I complimented her. So I had to find what I could do to be more to her because she was already established. Like she didn't need a man, but she enjoyed the company. So it wasn't a thing of I'm gonna be I'm gonna be with her because she need this. No, she had that, and she was taking care of the twins. And
Oh yes, I was a single mother when he met
a
me.
single mother with twins. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And I was that dude that said, you know what? No, I'm not gonna be with a woman that have kids. Like how you have that fairy tale, like I'm gonna have
Yep.
a fence with the one kid, the son and the daughter and stuff.
Yes.
but every I realized it was an excuse. But everything that I had that was gonna be like blockers,
Mm-hmm.
she pretty much knocked those down. Like I'm like, she has kids, but so she probably not gonna be available to go places. And and she and
Oh,
she's
I
one
got it now.
and she's one of 9. So everybody was a babysitter. So I'm like, oh, you free for real? Like, so we can go. like like
I made
yeah,
time for
Not everybody was a babysitter.
everybody was a babysitter. So at the
Listen,
end
I
of the
love
day,
it.
like we had free time to be able to do things. And those twins, man, I love them. Like once I met them, and again, I don't want to get ahead,
No,
but
you're fine, Dick, and you are fine. Go right
this
ahead.
is another thing that really stood out for me. Um, she was serious about her girl. She knew she was a single mother, but at the end of the day, she did not play. So it wasn't you in, you out, this man, this man. It was like, oh no, you come over at a certain time with them kids don't listen. We don't do that. And then when you really get serious about something, then we'll kind of mingle more with my kids. But
I
until
love
then,
it.
this is the standard. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. So how did you know, or when did you know that she was the one?
Oh, I always tell her this. She asked the why questions. I'll explain it to you. So so before Tara, like literally Tara was like my first like long-term girlfriend ever. Like I tell people I was a professional single man. Like I was 20 some years old,
As a
out there just
professional.
He
enjoying
was
life. And had me a little little Maxima I kept shining up, at the end of the day.
All right, Maxima.
But when I used to talk to Tara, like she used to hit me with the why questions. So why are you single? And why have you been in like a long-term relationship? And why this? And I'm like, can we just be friends with benefits? Like, why you ask all these questions? Like, can we just? But I
Mm-mm.
used to leave the house like thinking like, well, why am I? Like, why? Like I'm like, man, like she got me thinking over here, like, but she really helped me. Like she asked the why questions. Like whatever your behavior is,
sure
what is
was.
the why behind it?
Yeah.
And she
Oh,
made me think. And so when I went back home, like I found myself just sitting home by myself, like thinking, like, man, she really got me in my feelings. Like, why? So I wanted to be around her more because at the end of the day, she heard the why and still wanted to help me through it.
Wow, that right there. I
Yeah.
hope y'all heard that. I
I love
hope you heard that, because that matters. That matters. Listen to me.
the
Mhm.
deal.
Hearing the why, knowing that it ain't all everything that you think
No.
you might want it to be,
Yeah.
Brace yourself.
but being able to stick through the why and be supportive during that.
That's the thing. Be careful.
Yeah.
Because most women, they say, oh yeah, just tell me the truth. I
Mm.
can, and most men like
Yes.
can't handle the truth.
Oh,
And
y'all helping the people tonight.
Yeah.
the
I hope
truth.
y'all heard that.
Listen, he told me some things. Of course, I had to go home to be like, oh God.
Yeah.
What he did not know at a certain point in our relationship, I did position myself to be found. I think that we read the part where it says you find the wife, you find a good thing. I was close to having a relationship with a man. I was a single mother. I had been through a rough relationship. I really was only catering to my flesh at that time because that's all I really felt like. That other stuff, forget that. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that because I already been there, done that. I have 2 kids. And of course, it's not everybody's story. So I don't have time for all of this. So when I met him, I was like, oh, he's young. I don't want this young man. I don't want this young boy. But he was so smart. And so just checked a lot of the blocks, the blocks that I had. So he provoked me. He made me think. I didn't tell him that at the time, but it's like, why are you here? Like, you so smart, you young, you ain't ugly. Like, why you can't, why young lady yet? Why you over here at school and you doing all this. And every time if you met somebody during the time that knew him, they're like, oh, he's such a nice guy. Okay, but why are you over here running behind me and over here in every, place, doing what single men do? Why? Like, why are you here? Like, I know why I'm here.
Yeah.
I've been in a relationship. I got kids. I know why I'm here. What
Yeah.
are you doing here?
Testify.
So that was some of the things that happened. But when I decided that, and it might be skipping a few years, but when I decided that, okay, I guess I prayed and I asked God for him.
Yeah.
I sure did. I prayed and I asked God for him, and I positioned myself. I snuck up on me now, but I prayed that prayer. That prayer, and it took a few years, but yeah, I found myself engaged.
Wow.
And she, yeah.
I found
Another
myself.
thing, she had, man,
Praise him, DJ.
standards. I remember, like, man, I was enjoying our little contract that we had. We had a
Ooh,
good.
so shame. Ooh, so shame.
But I remember one
Testify,
day.
D.
I remember
Testify.
one day she hit me with, "Listen, now we gonna be serious, because if we not, I'm gonna get my kids and we moving to Ohio." And I'm like,
I forgot about that.
yeah, like, so I'm late. I'm sitting there like,
It's girl.
like so serious. Like, so what we doing? Because
Well,
at this point, my favorite thing was I understand. So she's like, listen, I really like you, and I was like really in the streets. I'm like, I understand. And I understand. But that night I was like, it was the single Kelvin, and it was the woman that I could see myself with, and it was like, okay, Kelvin, singular, be with her. And it was, I said, you know what, T? No, we gonna be serious. And my single side was like, no. And I was like, but
he
it was like,
literally was at my house on the couch.
I mean, I think I was shaking. I was like, boy, my single life was shaking me. Like, boy, you show, like, come on.
That boy was not. He was just so unsure, and I was like, you know what? Because that was the day I made up in my mind.
I'm going.
Over the contract. Yes, Deaconess Perry, we had a contract.
Oh, we had a contract. Listen,
men make a contract with you. You don't even know it.
You don't even know it. Ain't that it?
But I think, that's good. So I'm gonna say this. Oftentimes we make contracts, and I'm gonna tell you one thing about men. We often stick with them, and I think
that's right, Mona. Tell them we're moving to Ohio.
Tell them you moving.
Yeah, she was moving.
Make me stay, huh? Give me a reason to stay.
Yeah, but I think for Tara, it was,
come on with it.
We made a contract, and she went with the contract, but it came to a time that she was like, contract over. And I think sometimes when you're a single person, you will make a contract with a person that you really don't believe in and you really don't want to stick to. And as men, one thing about men, we're going to stick to the contract. So that's why we're looking confused when you decided to renege on the contract.
So let me
unless it's somebody that you think that's important enough to say, you know what, contract over. So I agree with you. You know what? I take the contract off too.
Mm-hmm. Let me help y'all with what the contract. Yeah. The contract was that I did the things that girlfriends do, but I wasn't really his girlfriend.
That contract, yeah.
We didn't appear in public as a couple, but behind closed doors, we did everything that couples do.
Yeah.
He wasn't committed to me, but still, we did the things that committed people
do. Yeah.
So he had his cake and he was eating it too. So while you over here, the whole contract was good with it because, again, I was unavailable. I didn't have no desire to be in that space and place. But and most women, and I promise you, we switch first because we emotional beings.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Men, they can sleep with you and all this good stuff, buy you gifts, and don't have any feelings for you. Nothing.
Contract.
Over here all the way in love, and he looking like, girl, you know we was just sleeping together. You knew that's what it was. What do you mean you love me? No.
No.
Decision that I think I have feelings for him. I had to get out. I gotta go. I
Oh
said,
yeah.
oh, I gotta go. And that's when I had the conversation with him. I said, hey, if we're not gonna be serious, my feelings are changing. And if we're not gonna be serious, then I gotta roll. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I decided I was gonna move with my godmother to Ohio,
Yeah.
and I was taking my children with me. And I said, you have to tell me what you want, because at this point, I wasn't asking him I want to be your wife, but I wanted the commitment
Mm-hmm.
of working towards being that couple.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that was correct, guys.
Oh yeah. And that also made him was like, you know what? Like, I feel like I'm about to lose somebody special. Like over single life or what? Like, okay, at this point, like what we still single for? Like for what we holding on to? Like you about to lose something good because you're trying to hold on to
My God.
the free access, the ability to be able to come and go and stuff like that. And you could be missing out on something amazing.
Yeah, Adrian, he may have been obsessed with me in the beginning, but he wasn't in that space and place.
At the beginning.
Because I ain't bad looking at.
Listen,
No,
come on, Queen Sugar.
he already made it very plain now.
Listen.
But still, he wasn't there.
Made it very
He
plain.
wasn't there. He wasn't there in that space and place to be ready to be in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
He had to grow. He had to
So
grow.
while he was growing, you were healing.
That's it.
The words
So that's what I heard. I heard
That's
that he had to grow, but you
Yeah.
had to heal because you weren't even available emotionally because of the trauma that you had previously encountered or whatever that happened before that you were kind of shut off emotionally.
Absolutely.
And that tends to happen more frequently than not. And what people don't realize, they think it's just a man thing. Women do it too.
Yeah, listen.
I had to heal. And I had to heal, and I had to look in the mirror and own the thing about myself that was not even going to be good for him or anybody in any relationship. I had to.
And that takes great a great level of maturity.
Oh man.
And it can be painful to have to do that self-evaluating, but it's always necessary to do, especially if you're trying to have a future with someone else.
Absolutely.
Because you don't want to take all of that into your future from your past. Now you take the learned lesson, but you don't take the pain and the anguish, because when you do that, then you'll be having the person that you're with now paying for whatever that person did back in whenever that year was or whatever.
Absolutely.
And that's not a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
No,
And I
not a healthy foundation.
said it one time. He said, and I remember he was talking about me about talking to Tara about me, but he said, same game but different player. He's a different person. So, and again, I had to grow, and I had to grow because she kept a standard. And I tell people this all the time. If you do not keep your standards and you lower your standards, there are two things that a man would do with those standards. I'm giving a secret. You either gonna step over that standard or you're gonna lay beside it.
Ooh.
All right, that's
Ooh.
you have to. Yeah.
I really hope that my ladies on here are taking these notes, because I promise you, I'm well, even if you're not, the blessing is it'll be on YouTube. You can go back and replay it as many times as you want to. You'll be able to see it here on Facebook Live. Anytime you need to go back and reiterate and go back and say, now, what was that Deacon said? What's the two things? Huh? No standard.
Because in the season where he laid right beside it.
Yeah, and there was you either gonna step over it or you're gonna lay beside it.
Lay right beside it.
And then when she raised the standard, then I went from laying beside it to standing up to going after it. Yeah.
You took me back.
I tell y'all giving us some great nuggets tonight. Y'all just understand what you're doing for my whole life right now. This is totally ministering to me. I don't know about anybody else, but I can tell you personally, it's definitely ministering to me, because you want to hear this kind of stuff, because this ain't the type of stuff we teaching.
And I grew up in church, but Kevin wasn't churchy like that. So,
No.
I put everything, he was like, okay, well, let's listen to some music, that kind of stuff. So, a lot of times, and I know a lot of young ladies I see don't go to church with us, but that churchy stuff, okay, let's be real about what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Let's be real about what we're talking about here.
Don't
Y'all
quote
are not putting on no Marvin Sapp when you hugging up on your husband.
Listen.
me beside me. Don't do
Y'all
that.
not playing no he saw the best in me when everybody else was
Don't
around
you-
me.
That's
Close and worse than me when you rubbing up and dubbing.
that's Kelvin. Remember?
Don't do it. Don't. I know where you're going, Tara. Tara. Queen.
Ah,
Oh, Deacon, let's testify.
No,
ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead and tell them. Go ahead and tell them. But I'm gonna clear it up once you tell them. Go ahead, T. Go ahead.
When I say I'm loving this, oh my God.
Let's help the people. Go ahead and tell them.
Yeah, let me tell you something. He was getting church.
Go ahead. I was trying to get it together.
Every time I would go over to his house and when I would spend the night,
Mm-hmm.
his alarm would be a church song.
Listen.
Sir, you're not gonna get me with your church song.
I'm talking
Flag
about
on the play. What are we doing?
What's the song? I'm chasing
recent that.
after
Listen.
you.
I'm talking about like,
It was prophetic.
hey,
We ain't gonna tell it all tonight.
but
That song was prophetic. Cause he ended up having to change, didn't he? Did
Yeah.
he have to come on up that standard?
but you know what was so amazing about it? Even though I was struggling, I was still trying to get it together. And that's what that song meant. Like, man, I know I'm out here. Like I'm trying to, but I'm still trying to get it together. I'm chasing after, like, God, you gonna have to help me. Like, I'm real. Like, I'm out here on the college campus, XYZ, but there's still a longing for you, even though I'm struggling.
Listen.
And I think sometimes
Wow.
we leave people in the struggle not knowing that they really want help. But the only thing you see is what they're doing and what they're going through, what they're saying, and you cancel them out and not knowing that people realize saying like, I don't know all this church stuff. I don't get it. It's doing something to me, but I really don't understand it. But I'm chasing after it, but I'm not there yet.
Not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could see the longing for him to want to know God better. And when I went to Bible study, he would come in his football stuff. He would come. I said, this man, he's trying.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's not everybody's story. But I was just in a place where and that's where the why came in. I was like, why you?
Mm-hmm.
I know him, boy. You gets down. What's going on? But why you here though? Like, you could be so much better. Like, you're smart. But you're still doing this. So I started just asking him and holding him accountable to those things. Like, you got to stop that, because at some point we stopped dealing with each other in that way, and I can say it in a sexual way. We became friends.
Yeah.
And I
and that's
tried to date other people. Because I just felt like I thought the age gap was just too much. So I said, hey, well, maybe I'm just in your life to help you get to another level or whatever. So that's when we started to, really talk and really, and every now and then we used to phone. When, we used to talk.
Yeah.
You're not going to do this no more.
Hey, this is the last time, I promise you. Like, this, we just gonna get it. This is the last.
No more. We can't do
last
this. No more
time,
after this.
This is it.
This
This
is
it,
it.
Listen, just going to church and hearing a good word and falling in sin.
Convicted. Just convicted.
Man.
Convicted. But we had to make a decision. Like, what we going to do? Like, we going to keep on going through this?
Yeah.
Or we going to really hone in and figure out what we want to do with one another? Is this all you see for us? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And for me, it was, and I tell Tara all the time, outside of her, I was Superman for everybody else. But then when I went home by myself, I was Clark Kent. So you wonder what I could do, but at the end of the day, did you really want me? She showed me I don't really care about that. who are you?
Yeah. Who are you, sir?
Yeah.
It just throw this whole stool over right now. Just
So-
people don't understand, and it's so sad because we live in a time and age where it's so hard to take that at face value. Like you can tell people that all day long, but because we live in such a warped world, and true relationship, true friendship, true love, all of this stuff has become so taboo.
It has.
Like it's become such a traumatic thing. Everybody's made it such a negative thing. And it's this negative where you're going to get hurt or you're going to get used. You're going to be abused. You're going to be this. You're going to be that. That it makes you look at it from a total different perspective. And
Absolutely.
that was why I felt like that this month of February, first of all, we're talking about Black history, okay? We're talking about how they done paved the way for us to be great. But you got to understand that grandma and them, they knew how to love each other too. So it's a whole different dynamic. They didn't believe in divorce and separating. They believed in staying married, having kids, working through it, figuring it out, however they had to do it. It wasn't no quick out. It wasn't no quick exit.
My parents have been married for 50 years.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, and that stuff like that, it matters. It makes a difference in the way our children grow up. It makes a difference in the way that they view love, relationships, marriage. All of that stuff, it plays such a pivotal role in our lives, our everyday lives. And so this month, I wanted it to be a moment where we can actually see that love is still real, that love still works, that love is still the center of what we're supposed to be. The Bible tells us it's not good for man to be alone, but it didn't say it was just not good for him to be alone. It's not good for us to be alone either.
Yeah.
And it says that we complement each other. Whenever we realize that you can't walk without both your legs, you know what I'm saying? It takes two, and you can get farther. Now they might have, a little legs that they can, add to your body at this point and all this stuff or whatever. They done got high tech. But at the end of the day, you're still gonna move slower.
Yeah.
You're still gonna go at a different pace. But when God ordained marriage, when he gave us the purest gift, which is love, and that's one that comes with the commandment, is to love thy neighbor as thyself. When you really realize that, then all of this other stuff, all this little stuff we see on TV and all of this way that they trying to, get our minds cycled into believing that all these alternative lifestyles is what we're supposed to be doing rather than what the word of God told us we're supposed to be doing, then we understand the beauty of real Black love. We understand what that looks like. And it's not necessarily just to an ethnicity, but it's just love in its purest form and how God has blessed us to have that. The companionship, the friendship that y'all have, the way that you all have started from where you were and got to this place of 10 years of marriage. That is amazing, and people they don't value it like they used to. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so you ain't everything I thought you was gonna be, so let me go ahead and dip out.
Listen, because there's many times and many conversations that I had with him, there were things about him that I was like, wait a minute. You lying. I know you lying. But I had to come to a point where I realized that Kelvin was not responsible for my happiness. He was not responsible for happiness. Because sometimes I was happy and sometimes I wasn't, but I couldn't make him responsible for it. I couldn't. And when I realized that, when that clicked in my head, I had to find happiness within Tara. And when I'm happy with Tara, that's when I placed myself in the position to be found as a wife. I decided, okay, I deserve this.
Yeah.
Like
I complimented her. I didn't complete her.
No.
And that's the thing. And we got to realize that as singles, no woman, no man can complete us. The only person that can complete us, that can do a complete work in us, is Jesus.
Yeah.
That's Lord.
Everything else is just added. It's just something that's just a little bit of extra, but it ain't nothing that is supposed to be lacking in us to that magnitude to where someone else has the power or even feel like that they're superior enough to complete us. Right. But we're supposed to complement each other.
That's it.
That means holding each other accountable, pushing each other to be our best selves, and realizing when we're not our best selves and holding us accountable, but still praying for us and supporting us, even in that moment where we're not our best selves. covering us while we're not our best selves.
Absolutely.
All of that comes into relationship and marriage. And whenever we get back to the basics of that, I believe that we'll see a difference in not just relationships, but in family dynamics, because our families are affected and people don't realize that, we can do it alone. We can, but that ain't God's will for us to have to do it alone.
Right.
We can raise these kids by ourselves. We have the capability, but it's not necessarily the right way for it to be. Something's going to come up lacking. Yeah, something's going to come up lacking no matter how hard we try. I think about that all the time. I'm a single mom and I have a son. There's no way I can teach that son of mine how to be a man. There's no way. I can try to steer him in the right way. I can teach him what I know, but I will never know what it's like to be a man. So I can't really teach him how to be something I'm not.
You cannot. You cannot.
So it just, all of that plays into the family dynamic. It plays into how we feel as people. Having that security of having somebody that got your back, that changes the game up for anybody.
Oh, yeah. He was my friend. He is still my friend, my bestest friend. Like, sometimes I tell him, I was like, I don't have nobody to call. I had to keep calling you because you're my friend. Like, things that I go through. I literally married my friend. Literally.
And that's real right there now.
I married my friend, and it was a journey. It still is. It's work. Don't let nobody fool you. I was just telling the young lady the other day, I said, if you're selfish, you're not ready for marriage. If you says, well, I don't do this, well, I don't have time to do this, and I don't have time to, okay, sis, this is not the thing for you.
So run that back one more time. If you're what?
If you're selfish, not the thing for you. And I had to learn that. I had to learn that because I was so hard working on myself. It wasn't intentional, but I had worked on Tara hard. I'm like, if he ain't got this, I don't want to do this. And that's like, okay, sis. Did somebody give you some grace? Because I need you to give, be quick to bash men now. But I bet that they run you down in the, whoa.
Do you have your coin?
Listen.
Do you have all your coins? Didn't Pastor preach that?
Do you have?
What you got? What are you bringing to the table? What are you coming with? What do you have?
And that's the one thing about Tara. She's a go-getter. Like, again, I compliment her. Like, a lot of times we get into relationships and saying, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing nothing else. I'm gonna find me that person that's gonna take care of me, and I'm just gonna sit back. But that's good if you wanna occupy a castle. But if you wanna build an empire, you need that person that's gonna say, listen, if I'm a businessman and you over here a businesswoman, we're gonna get to the point that we build this empire that I could be in another state, you in a different state, and we running it. We still
listen to me. What you say?
But if you just want a castle, that castle may look nice, but that's all we got. We got this one castle, but we got empires in us, and you just sitting here occupying this one castle. Like, listen, if I have the business, then you going to school to get your organizational management degree. Listen, let's run. What we doing?
Okay, sir, I hear you.
Okay,
what we doing?
What we doing? Like, all right.
Yeah, okay. It's been a ride, I tell you. Yeah. I'm tapped. I don't let him be my therapist. Y'all know Deacon is a by
She do not play that.
No, that's our biggest thing. I was like, sir, you're not gonna counsel me.
She stopped me quick.
Say with the quickness, say nah.
But yeah, we just want to help somebody along the way. Everything hasn't been peaches and cream and rainbows and unicorns, but we have made a decision that I'm not going nowhere.
No.
If you get another wife, we're gonna be there together, huh?
Coexisting.
I'm not going nowhere.
How you doing, sir? Listen, boy.
I gave him to me. I'm gonna fight to the end.
And you have to be careful with you also have to be careful with hanging around people that want the opposite of your marriage.
That's true.
Like, you need them friends to say, like, listen, you can vent, but guess what, buddy? You going back home now.
You going back to your
Yeah. What we doing?
All right, we're
No,
gonna have this conversation, but all right, see you later. Good night.
send me home. Like, no,
That's right.
this. I'm just
We're not
being
even
real.
playing them type games over here.
Don't need no friend to say, man, yeah, you right. You don't need all that. You needed this. No, nah. You got a good one, sir. I need you to go on. Yeah, let's go and get
Yeah.
back to that.
That's right. What y'all have is beautiful. That's right. Go on home. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Go on home
You
now.
need those friends.
That's what most young men don't have when they're dating. They don't have those young men to say, "Hey, that's a nice young lady."
Yeah.
You ought to really open your eyes, sir.
And that's what's sad though, is that our men don't have that backing to where they know what to even look for in a wife
Yeah,
or in a spouse.
not too many examples.
They
No,
don't have too
that's
many
true.
examples, and they still, again, that fake stuff. They think that that's where it's at when they need to hear stuff like this, you
Yeah.
know, because y'all didn't start out in as a typical
No.
relationship,
Yeah.
No.
but we would have never known that had you not shared that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I
now other people in the
so
church, you know, they would probably be trying to stone us. You know, anybody that had premarital sex, oh, you are going to hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but the reality of it is yeah, we have those moments.
Yeah.
That's the reality. Now we
Right.
can sit here and hoop hop, bebop, and all we want to in church, and that's wonderful. But at the end of the day, you got to keep these real conversations real.
Yeah.
That those are desires, and it's something that some people do have to deal with.
Yeah.
And
It's
most
not
people,
all everybody
people-
ain't holding themselves to marriage. Everybody ain't doing that.
most young
Yeah.
people I talk to now, they get married so that they don't go to hell for having sex.
Yes, but then they're miserable in the marriage.
Because you don't
Hey,
even
tell them, don't sign up for marriage looking for that.
no.
You're
Yeah.
going to be sad.
Man, them people don't listen. Because
You're
if
going to
if
be
y'all
sad.
mad at each
You better
other,
have
man,
some
you be like,
You better pick something else. Pick something else.
yeah.
Don't do it for that. Please don't do it for that. That's going to happen, but don't do it for that. It's so much more. It's so much more. It is amazing to have someone I can share my dreams with, my woes with, things that I struggle with within myself. I'm happy to have grown to a place in my marriage in 10 years where I can tell my husband the whole truth. Because there's some truths you kind of hold back on,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And
That it.
I'm at a place now where I feel like, yeah, I can tell him, the real truth.
Glad about it, Tab. Glad.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
don't get married just for that. Lord, give us those desires. I'm glad about it. Amen.
Yeah.
I'm glad about it.
Yeah, you have to ask God to give you the capacity to hold. And I guess I could talk to the women for a minute. Men, we have a very hard time with being open about our feelings and things that we go through because the world say you have to be the strong man, macho man, and we grow up like that. But if you really want that man to be for you, and it can be fake, because I promise if you try this, you hear this and you try it and you're not real about it, it's gonna come out. But when he gets vulnerable and tell you some stuff and how he really feel, ladies, please hold it. And don't use it as a trump card or something in your back
That's
pocket.
right.
As soon as y'all get in the argument. See, that's why, because I promise you, you only have maybe one, I don't even know if you have a second one. Once you do that, I promise you, he'll shut down, and then you wondering why you don't open up, why you not honest, why you not talking. Because I gave you something that I've been holding for the longest, because I thought you was that safe place, and you use it against me. So I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna provide. I'm gonna protect. We're gonna pay bills, but in our mind, we so far gone.
Yeah, that's a hard truth, but that is the truth, though, and it goes for women and men too. If
Definitely.
we trust you with our most vulnerable places and things and issues, and then you throw that back up to us.
Oh man, you won't
Well,
hear.
first of all, women, we're emotional, so we're gonna say some things out of our mouth that's gonna cut you like real deep, and then we're gonna act out a little bit too. So that's just not wise. And then we shut ourselves off too.
Won't we act out?
What?
Listen.
Oh, Deaconess will act out.
Listen.
Honey, I'll be getting a little Emmy, Grammy, something. They
Listen,
be handing me something, a little trophy for my whole act. Okay. So I get real theatrical when it comes to my feelings and my heart and stuff. Now,
Oh,
now that
oh,
part don't play.
I
Don't
reaches for the big
play.
ones. Deaconess
Don't-
Perry, I see you.
She acting up, ain't it, T?
I want to get to know somebody. Get to know Deaconess Tiffany
I
Perry.
love
Perry.
her.
This
Like
is
when I
It's
tell you,
so-
keep me hollering. That thing keeps
When-
me hollering. Okay.
But I tell you, we serve on one of the best deaconess boards at TGC.
we have
I ain't never served with a more better set of people. I love it.
I mean, turn up and
Eddie.
turn down for what, Tab? Turn down for what? Just don't take me there. You know,
Don't
I
take
love the Lord and He heard my cry, but I promise you.
Deacon already know.
I said,
All right,
you
sir.
know who I'm married to? Like, I don't listen.
I'm like, all right.
Buddy.
All right. When you hear that, all right. We about to go. It's about to make a little turn. About to make a little pivot. Might want to just stop right there. Pump them brakes.
Pump the
Real
brakes.
quick. Oh yeah, pump them hard too. 'Cause
Man,
But yeah, no. But tonight, I just wanted us to make sure we had this real conversation and dialogue because we need to hear
Absolutely.
this kind of stuff. I mean, I know me personally, I'm looking to be found. I'm looking to be married. I'm looking for all of those things. I want a family of my own.
Mhm.
But it's hard to gauge relationships and things when you have not really experienced a healthy one
Yeah.
before, and then when you haven't seen too many examples, real examples, not the people that's giving y'all the the fluff, you know what I'm saying, that little put on stuff that
That's why
we get to see
we don't
and
have
think that that's a relationship and marriage, when
Yeah.
you're gonna have disagreements, you're not gonna agree on everything. You're gonna have moments when you don't even like the person. If you're being honest, you know what I'm saying. There's moments
This-
you're gonna be like, you
sit
get
right
on
in
my
the
nerves
bed and
today.
look at him. Like, who are you?
You get on my nerves today.
What is
Nah,
your name and what is your assignment? I don't.
Yeah. Who
And we
sent
get
you?
and we get in church, and that's when Pastor hit us with "turn to your neighbor," and I'm sitting here like,
I don't even want to look
man,
at.
I don't even want to talk.
is there another? Is there another? Are you
Is
the
there
one?
another-
Or shall, are you, or shall- I said, Pastor, I don't think my neighbor really, we ain't really the best neighbors right now.
We
So
ain't good neighbors right now, so I don't
Cross-
really need to say nothing to my
go
neighbor.
across
I
the
need to turn
church
to the
to find
other
a
neighbor, but
neighbor.
the other neighbor
But
ain't
you
there.
don't. But again, you don't need to see that. I don't need to come in like Ike and Tina, like we just got in a fight. Like,
Okay, so now what we not gonna do is we're not gonna show out up at the church house.
I
Oh,
tell
Okay?
you, want to get in your car and go on in there. I'll be
We're
through
gonna
there.
go in there, we're gonna praise the Lord, we're gonna smile hallelujah, and we're gonna handle this when we leave.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But now, game poker face on in the house, no, now we're not about to do that in here. No,
Yeah.
no.
You don't need to see that.
You don't
Yeah.
need to know. Ain't none of your business, huh?
You don't know that I almost said.
Listen, we almost
Taking the kids to your mama house.
That was early in the marriage.
That was early. Taking them. You want to find them? They're down there. Go get them.
Because I'm out.
Man.
Enjoy Jesus. Hallelujah.
Say,
Huh?
pew,
Standards. I like you right. You right.
standards.
But where's you going?
Where
No,
are
what-
you? Well, I mean, really, but really, where are you going?
Right, Tamika. Where you going? We're sleeping on the tip of the bed.
I'll
You
be
ever
right here. I'll be
You
right
ever
here.
lay real still so nobody won't touch you? Like, I wish he would touch me.
I wish you would. Oh, body pillows all in between you and everything. Yeah. Been that, done that. Nah,
One
bro.
do
You don't even.
zeal, like-
You got your half of the bed. I got my half. Don't even come over here. Nope.
Y'all do not listen to Deacon Perry. Y'all, he would tell y'all.
That doggone. Bring it in.
Bring it in.
Bring it in.
Look,
Yeah.
talking about do not touch me, sir. Right.
Do not. Do
Don't
not.
even think about it, actually.
But all through there, that's why God has to be the center. He
Yeah.
has to
Has to be.
carry. It has to be God, because
It
you
has to be.
two people that came from two totally different backgrounds coming together to say
Yeah.
we love one another, we making covenant, and we're not going nowhere. Kevin comes from a divorced family. I come from a family of 50 years. I'm the second oldest of 9. He is an only child.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Work.
And what people don't realize is that God's way of doing things is so strategic.
He's the stable. The pastor said the blood is the equalizer.
The equalizer.
Read it.
Yeah, he's the sustainer of all that we do. But these relationships, he's very strategic.
Because
And
don't
you
make
cannot get caught up on what you think it's supposed to be like, because you'll miss it if you think that you know.
and it's so
Only
beautiful.
God knows.
It's so beautiful. It don't make natural sense, but it's so beautiful. Like I
It
can't.
don't make natural. Who you telling? Don't make natural sense.
But I cannot think of a day without this man. Like I cannot see myself when I wake up in the morning. This is the person. I love my children. God knows I do.
Yeah.
But I certainly, Kelvin, that's it. That's it for me. He's it for me. So
Oh,
Come on, Queen. You better not gonna come quick.
he's it for
I love it. Listen to me.
me. He's it. And I have signed up to grow and continue growing with him. So
And that's right, because we're ever changing. So we're supposed to be ever evolving. We're not just stuck in one place because we're married. You gotta keep on changing. You gotta keep on moving with the
You do.
times, and
You
as you're
do.
changing and he's changing, and yeah,
And
you
be
gotta be
innovative.
all right with that.
Kind of stuff. Be innovative. Man, I've learned so much about myself in the, that I didn't know could come out of me. His life challenges me like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And this year for us has been me working. I'm at work right now, hiding. If any of my employees are watching, praise the Lord. But yeah, just working on my career and him allowing me to do that, being away from the home. But yeah, I'm gonna stop. I ain't gonna be all much now. I'm gonna
That right there is a blessing within itself. But that speaks to true love.
Yeah.
True love, because true love pushes you to grow. True love doesn't stop you from growing.
Biggest fan.
Pushes you to grow.
Let's go. What we need to do. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. What we gotta, you pursue it. Listen, I'll take care of the house. Let's go.
That is beautiful. That's a blessing right there. And I mean, but that's what marriage really supposed to look like. It's supposed to be a partnership, a team. And you got to be able to push each other.
Yeah, do your part.
Yeah, you got to be able to do yours. And I mean, I want my man to be my biggest cheerleader. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, ain't nobody else gonna be cheering for me harder than you.
No, that's right.
And if they do, then there's a problem. There's a flag on the play. We got a whole issue.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. We got a whole issue, because it should never be that way, and vice versa. Nobody should be cheering for my man more than I'm cheering for him. Nobody should be encouraging him, pushing him more than me. Exactly. I shouldn't be nagging and complaining all the time when I need to be praying and pushing.
Right.
You got to know the season.
Yeah. He should want to come home. If he's trying his best to stay out all that, listen, is it really a safe place? Like, come on.
Your safe place supposed to, if it ain't nowhere else, you're supposed to be able to feel safe at home or with the person you're with. I mean, and if you don't have safety there, then it ain't God sent.
That's it. God bless God that's dating right now. Have a goal in mind, ladies. Have a goal in mind of what you want life to look like, and know that the decisions you make in date while you're dating, you have to live with them.
Yeah.
So have a goal in mind. Keep God first. Have some good mentors as it pertains to marriage. If you're a single woman and you want to be married, you should stick close to married women so that they can help you. You don't need to be checking with single women if you want to be married. I'm just saying.
Amen. Somebody, thank you. You helping me.
I've been single long. I've been married, so I understand the single life. I'm 47. I've only been married 10 years, so I've been single longer than I've been married. So,
wow.
Yeah.
But that's a good nugget. Link up with people that are married so that you can glean from them. You can learn from them.
Ask questions.
Yeah, because
keep going. You gotta hang around.
Listen, I'm gonna be coming asking some questions because
I'll tell you. I will tell you.
And I know you will. Yeah. I know I go to Tamika all the time, but definitely.
Listen.
I hit her up in a heartbeat. Now some stuff she be saying like, but she be right though. She be right. She get me right. But yeah, definitely I'm gonna be doing that because I know that is the goal for me.
Yeah.
And that's and then ladies, don't discredit yourself and feel like that you don't deserve it or feel like that it's impossible. It cannot happen. Even if it doesn't happen with the person that you're with right now, you still have to focus forward and know that the end of the thing is what we're trying to
do. Mona, do it. Tell them you're moving to Ohio.
Yeah, girl, I'm gonna do the same thing. I don't know about Ohio. I might pick somewhere.
Man, Man, I woke. I said,
Tell
"Oh,
the
no."
elder I'm going
I
somewhere
said,
else.
Power, it's power in it.
It's power
we
in
not.
Ohio. I don't
We
know. I think I might need to say something a little bit farther because he like to travel. So
Probably say, you go far.
so we going to Ohio?
yeah.
No.
I said to myself, I said, "No, we're not doing it." I think the next day, we walked the twins to school. I said, "No, we in this, baby. We ain't here. You might put them
I think
boxes up."
he asked me to marry him maybe a year or two later, but still, it was thought provoking for her. She don't have to sit around waiting on me.
She was like, "I'm not listen. What we?"
I done made up in my mind. I know I'm.
And see, that's the thing too, ladies. Oh wait, let's put that right there. You don't need to be sitting around waiting on nobody for no forever now. That is not the will of the Lord.
Forever girlfriend.
That is not the will of the Lord. I was
Oh.
born a wife, and a wife I shall be.
That
I was born that. That was what I was created to be. So a wife I shall be. I'm not gonna be your friend, your girlfriend forever. We're not doing that around these parts. And then at this good old age that I'm at right now, this mature age,
Yeah.
I don't want none of that stuff. I ain't got time for it. And if marriage ain't the goal, and if that's your desire and that's not the goal, at the end of it, don't waste your time.
Listen, yeah, that's good.
Don't
Because
waste your time.
Wife, and I discredited myself once I fell off. I always tell people I fell off the Damascus Road. I fell off the horse. I fell off a little bit. I made a mistake. My children want a mistake because, of course, God.
Yeah, but no, I get what you're saying.
Ordained that. But however, I got off my teaching, what my daddy raised me. I got rid of a few of my coins, so I discredited myself. So I was just out there, not necessarily living any kind of way, but in my mind, it was like, oh Lord, I done been out here like this, and now I can't. So for the woman somewhere that's feeling that way, don't discredit yourself.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Don't get there back too. Up, brush
I've been there too. I've been there too. Yeah, I've been
again.
there too. Yeah, because you think that your mistakes are like the permanent stamp on your back or somewhere, but
a good husband.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And yes, you do. I don't care what you've done. Yeah, you deserve it. And you were born and created for that.
Absolutely.
I mean, we came out of the rib of a man.
Yeah.
So clearly, that's what we were born to do.
Yeah.
But I just got this good old place of realization that that's who I am. Is I'm a wife even without a husband. I'm already a wife. He has to come and find me and make me be his wife, but I'm already a wife.
I'm already a wife.
I'm already a wife.
Don't get bitter and man bashing. Get it back. Come on now.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. I love a man now. I love my men. Push them, encourage them. Even if they ain't trying to do what you need them to do, still encourage the brothers. I mean, they need that because they face so much from day to day that we're not even privy to. And it be things that they're dealing with internally that we may not even know because they don't speak about their emotions as much. They're not emotional creatures. And that's another thing that I'm really trying to, grab hold to. Even with my son, men are so different from us.
They are very
different. Night and day. We're opposite.
Sometimes I try to make Kelvin like me. I'm like, you ain't mad. You're not upset. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they don't feel like we do. They do not. But who wants the man? Oh, I'm crying and we all crying together.
No, I don't need you to be doing that.
Go get the tissue. Come on now.
Come on now. When I cut up, I need you to bring me back in a little bit.
Oh, Minister,
we're gonna get the bell. Listen, we gotta go
when
get
this. When I cut up, that man stand right up.
I need that.
You good? You all right? Let me get your tissue. Right. Come on over here. Let me rub your little back. I don't want you.
I understand.
That's what I'm talking about. I need that now. Don't lay down and take it like that. Don't do that. Please don't do it. Don't just be like, okay, yes, you did. Are you right? No, don't do me like that now. Because then I'll run circles all around you all day, every day. So you gotta have a little stamina. So men, folks, anybody, y'all gotta have a little backbone now. You can't be like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to express your feelings. Now we're not saying that. But we are saying we don't need you to be weeping and a wailing.
No weeping.
Right alongside us. We don't need you to be doing that now. We don't need you to do it.
Because we say that sometimes. We don't mean any harm when we say it. Oh, I want a man who was emotional and understand my feelings and all that. Not too much. Not too much on that.
Just a wee bit, just a wee bit.
I just want you to be able to tell me how you feel and
be able to express
me
your
out.
feelings properly.
Yes.
So we can handle them properly. So it's in a
Little
healthy
teardrop.
place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You know, from it's a healthy place.
yeah,
And I
don't do
think
all that.
man,
That's right, but don't do all that.
traditionally, man, men are fixers. And I think
Yeah.
as a married man, I had to learn how to just listen to my wife in seasons and not try to fix it. Because women, y'all can say something, and as men, the first thing we say, how can I fix it?
Yeah.
And you like, I just wanted you to listen. As a man, what is the solution? What are we doing? What are we gonna do about this? Instead of me saying, no, I'm gonna really sit here in this moment and listen to my wife. Because then we'll miss the mark. Because I'm like, well, baby, you said you was going through this at work or whatever. I'm trying to fix it. And you talking about, why would you do all that? And I'm sitting here like, that's not what you wanted me to do. Like, I'm lost. Like, you gave me all this whole hour spiel. I'm ready to go. Like, what we doing? Like, let's fix it. I just needed you to listen. So them early years in marriage, I'm like, man, I'm trying to fix everything. Like, I don't want you to fix it. Just listen. I'm like, what? Man, we don't know how to just listen. What's the solution? What are we doing?
And be done missed the whole meat of the moment.
True.
And then you don't even know what she really need at that point.
No.
Because you're thinking about the problem when she probably just needs you to hold her for a minute.
That.
Reassure her for a second. Just a little reassurance. Baby, it's going to be okay.
Amen.
Not necessarily the solution, but just...
It's going to be okay. Just a little reassurance.
Just a little bit. Sometimes. Yeah. That's good right there, though. Listening is key. Y'all got that right.
Yep.
All right. Well, y'all, I'm not going to keep them on here too much longer tonight. It has been a pleasure. I am so glad that we were able to do this tonight. Like, this has been so enlightening. It has been, oh my God. I just don't even have the words. Like, in the midnight, Lord have mercy, Deidre.
Nobody but this.
Rock me in the wow.
Not rock you in the. Why it's got to be in the midnight hour though? Huh?
So
we gotta talk about that.
No rocking for you and the midnight
hour.
hour.
The midnight hour.
That's what it, all right.
No rocking.
And Netflix and don't you listen.
That Netflix and chill would make
it's a cheddar.
You gonna chill all right.
I done seen this movie 50 times. Like we
listen, don't do it. No Netflix and chill, ladies. Stay away from that. Stay in public places. Don't go to nobody's house. If you go to somebody's house, have somebody there with you. Accountability is key.
There you go.
Look, she's about not yet. I don't know.
Amen.
Barry said just a little bit of rocking. Just a little bit.
Did the...
He said just a little bit. Just yeah. No Netflix and chill. Y'all know what it is.
No man.
But this has been amazing tonight. I hope that you all have gotten something out of this. Thank you all so much for coming on tonight. This has been phenomenal.
Thank you.
I promise you, this is going to be on YouTube. It will be on my Facebook page. You all can go and check it. Check the replay. Roll it back a couple times. Write down some more notes. Whenever you find yourself in a little situation with your little boo thing or whoever your thing is, whatever they are, you can always come back and check this footage.
Yeah.
And say, how do I need to handle this?
Listen, and if you ain't
in here,
let it go.
Saint. Please. Yeah.
It's in here. But yeah, so y'all make sure y'all share the live. If you did not, make sure you share this love with somebody. We're gonna be talking about Black love all month. We're gonna be talking about self-love, all kind of love, just love, because love is what it does, and that's something that God gave us. It's a gift, and so why not share it?
Amen.
Why not do what He commissioned us to do with it?
That's it.
What's the point? A life without love is no life at all.
That's it.
I mean, at least that's what the word says. It says, if you have all of those other things and not have love, then I have nothing.
What we doing?
What are we doing? That is the phrase right there. I mean, what are we doing? That's it. That's what I be. What are we doing? But yeah, so y'all, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Again, I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. Thank you so much, Deacon and Deaconess. I love you guys so much. And I will be calling you when I need you, Deaconess.
I got you.
As I'm on this road. Yes, Lord. What a journey.
This day on, don't get in the ditch.
Oh no ditches. I think I fell in one other week, but it's all right. We'll talk about that off the. We're gonna end this right here. We're gonna end this right. It's a cut. It's a wrap. All right, y'all. I love you guys so much. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I will talk to y'all later. Thank
Okay.
you so much again.
Right.
You're
No,
welcome.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
y'all.
take care.